What's up with y'all? Welcome back to Libra Club Social. It's your boy Jay, and today I'll be doing a general reading for the sign of Libra. What's up with it? Libra gang, gang, gang. We in this thing. Yeah, the Libra way. Libra gang, Libra way, all day, every day. What's popping and what's good and what's popping, 18 and up, explicit content. I appreciate the love, support. Likes, comments, subscribes, donations, contributions. Shouts out to everybody that's been booking. Here to get the message out, nothing more, nothing less, and I'm going to let God do the rest. What does Libra need to know for today? What does Libra need to know? Using that Urban Tarot, the Strength card wants to show itself. No pre-message. Oh, yeah. Thinking about doing a... Oh, shit. I guess you're going to get two readings today. Was thinking about doing a love reading and a regular. You're going to get two readings. Today is the day I do a reading on the Jay the Emperor channel for Libra. Today I'm going to do Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius over there. So I was supposed to do a love reading here, but I guess it'll just be two regulars. And we'll just catch up on the love reading a little bit later because I done already shuffled. Cards is already ready. Let's pull it. First card out was the Nine of Cups, happiness. Now there is family in the background or loved ones. The Day Trader. Things may seem mundane, boring, too consistent. The Gourmet Chef. Day in and day out, you're doing this thing. You're completing not a cycle, but you're completing tasks. You're getting things done. It's like making dinner every night. Gang. So even though it seems mundane, repetitive over and over, whatever this is you've been going through, it's a cycle, and you have been gaining. You have been growing and expanding at your own rate, at your own process, your progress. Luxury. It's not saying take it easy. It's saying having the luxury, the emotional fulfillment for what? For pleasure. That's the current energy you're in. When you're not lustful, you'll attract lustful people. But when you are lustful or lusty, right? You're filled with lust. You try to go out. You get what I'm saying? The dark seeking out the light. The Sun card. So you're in your light. You're in your divinity at this current time. Strife. So that opposing force is always going to come for you. Relationships and love always come when you ain't looking for it. But when you're looking for love, when you're chasing love, it runs from you. It's fleeting, is what I'm saying. I just heard chase the money, chase the money. Some gotta be running from you in order for you to chase it, right? The public defender has come out in the outcome. Calling for backup. Connecting with ancestors. This has been a repetitive message. Love. You may be in a domestic connection. Now it's bringing up a connection. Love. Two of Cups. Two of Cups doesn't also always have to represent love, but in this case it does. And it's right under the pleasure. So many cups. Is it bringing up a connection? The person you're with is stopping you from the person you're with. This is a side message. Now, if you ain't single, if you're single, disregard this. The person you're with is stopping you for meeting the person you're supposed to get with. I've heard women, in particular older women, say this saying or quote, and I only heard women say this: don't let your boyfriend stop you from meeting your husband. Now, it applies to all types. Now, I just had to say that. But man or woman, if you're in a relationship, the person you're with is stopping you from the person. It's stopping you from meeting the person or it's stopping you from being with the person you're actually supposed to be with, or the one you with, you ain't supposed to be with them. There's an ambulance driving by on the highway. Prudence. It takes the right type of person, the right intentions. I heard something today. They say actions speak louder than words, but it's not just the actions, it's the intentions behind the actions. People can fool you with actions. They can pump fake you. They can fool you with words. But what's your intentions behind, or your motives behind, or what drives you? The universe. The only thing that can fulfill you is your inner G, your inner God or goddess, shall I say, the universe. Not saying you shouldn't want to obtain goals and things, but these things are temporary fulfillment. The overall fulfillment that's long lasting is the inner, not always the outer. Temporary fixes, dopamine hits, and stuff like that. People disappoint you because you put your hope in them. If you don't put your hope or trust into others, then how can they disappoint you? Truce. Accepting a loss or ending a connection, or no longer fighting a connection, no longer wanting to fight, no longer having the energy to fight. Disappointment after disappointment. After a while, you stop looking in the same area you've got disappointed in for reassurance. You just give up in that area or with that person, or you give up with that expectation. You lower your expectations. Lower your expectations. Indolence, missed opportunity. Because you failed to recognize that you should have been prudent, or you should be prudent in the situation. Judgment. At some point, you will move on and look back and reflect on how far you came, not only in life, but with this current situation, whether it be a relationship, a standard way of living. You may not like the area, the state, the country, the city, the neighborhood that you're in, the job even. But once you move on, you will look back and reflect, and you'll realize that even though you want to go somewhere else, you manifested this current reality that you're in. You prayed for it. You went towards this. And in life, if you ain't growing, you dying. And all this stuff takes time as well. You know, they say all these things that are so confusing. Time is an illusion, but then you also hear time waits for no man. Well, damn, which one is it? It's the polarity between the two. And knowing that there's a polarity or a gray space in the area between the two is where the spirituality kicks in. Eight of Cups came out. It also came out in the advice, but it just came out once again for reassurance. discontinuance of effort, disappointment, abandonment of previous plans, shyness, modesty, success abandoned, possibly for something better, indolence. The chariot at the bottom of that deck that I was using to clarify. Send a pic. Sexting will make their fucking day. Kind of came up in reverse, but let's just get one more. Yeah, how can you expect to get what you want if you're still settling for what you don't want? Yeah, there comes a time and a space where we must put the childish games away and focus on what really matters to us. They're still waiting. Do the shit they asked you to do forever ago. So you got someone waiting. I mean, it makes sense to me. For sure. They're still waiting. This could be, again, that side message or that third or extra message that I got for whoever is in the connection. The person you're with is stopping you from being with the person you're supposed to be with. Took me a minute to get that one out. Because it sounds confusing, but it makes sense. They're still waiting. This could even be an old person. For some of you, it's an old. Others of you, it's a new. That's the point of a general. It's going to connect with multiple people compared to a personal. It's tailored to your own specific life. Whatever's going on. If you're interested in booking, you can go to jtheemperor.com. What does Libra need to know dealing with each sign all the way from Aries to Pisces? Libra, dealing with each sign all the way from Aries to Pisces. Someone commented and said, can we get a career in finances type of reading? That's what I was low-key going to try to do today, but it's the generals for me. Libra, dealing with each sign all the way from Aries to Pisces. The Empress at the bottom. You know you got your work cut out for you. Make the head of a heart's decision and do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Libra, dealing with each sign all the way from Aries to Pisces. Cycle complete. You're free. You're free to go now. Cycle complete. Choose your battles wisely. Choose your losses wisely. You're free to go. You're off the hook. Just move on. If you're dealing with an Aries, the hangman either hold back, wait, delays, or is causing delays, or now is not the time, hold back, wait, delays. If you're dealing with a Taurus, same shit, different day. If you're dealing with a Gemini, it's just pleasure. If you were ever wondering what is it about Libra and Gemini, some people like to say, oh, twin flame, could be a twin flame. Most definitely. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in that order, right? Could be a twin flame. Could be sex-based. Pleasure. If you're dealing with a Cancer, you may meet a Cancer while out celebrating, or they want to celebrate with you in general. Libra, if you're dealing with a Leo, financial struggle or worry, or financial upset, feeling left out in the cold. If you're dealing with a Virgo, luxury, chilling, holding back, feelings are mutual, luxury to Netflix and chill, lay up on your phone, milk and cookies. If you're dealing with the Libra, justice, the justice card came out for Libra. That is the zodiac signs card, so that means they're showing up as true and honest. What you see is what you get. It just goes back to what I said in a couple readings. Somebody could listen to this reading and be like, what's wrong with you? Something's wrong, something's off. No, what you see is what you get. Something's wrong with you because you're concerned about what's wrong when nothing is wrong. So if you're dealing with a Libra, they're showing up as true and honest. The justice, if you're dealing with the Scorpio, it's going to be a fight, toxic ass. All they can do is fight. All they can do is bring towards you toxicity. 5 of Wands, that's all they got. Toxic in general. Just here to create an uproar in general. Kill, steal, destroy. Death card. I mean, they represent the death card, but the 5 of Wands came out. That's their whole agenda. They need someone to exercise their toxicity on like a fucking punching bag. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, Libra dealing with a Sagittarius, they're spying or watching you online. Vice versa. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, move strategically, it's chess, not checkers. Or it's all calculated. Or they only reach out when they're bored. Vice versa. They only reach out when they need something. Vice versa. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, they got too much going on, too much on their plate, too much to worry about, to be worried about you. If you're dealing with a Pisces, you're manifesting them, they're manifesting you. Or if you want to deal with a Pisces, you're going to have to manifest it like I did. It ain't just going to happen out of nowhere. You got to manifest it. Rebel Deck Game Edition. What do you mean by that? I don't know. That's just what I heard. That's just what I just heard that. I feel misunderstood. Blank would help me communicate my thoughts. So you feel misunderstood, eh? Okay. I do understand what this card is saying. But for the person who does feel misunderstood, stop trying to be understood. Not in general, but with that situation. With whatever situation you're dealing with. This could be at work. This could be a personal, up-close relationship. This could be a family member. You feel misunderstood, you know, in general, by the world, you know. I feel misunderstood. Paying attention to my gut feelings would help me communicate my thoughts. If it resonated, if you want me to pick up on your energy comment, that's all I got for the sign of Libra. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.